Good morning, hi there. Today we're going to be doing a morning flow. So hopefully you've just gotten out of bed. You might be feeling a little bit groggy. I would advise that you have a blanket, maybe some blocks, and wearing something comfy like myself. And you might even still be in your jammies, which I often do. Rolling onto my mat in the morning is when I have the time to do it, is my favorite way to start the day. So we're just going to be doing a quick stretchy warm-up flow and hopefully get the blood flowing and starting your day off the best way you can on your mat with your body and your breath. So we're going to get started today. I'm going to start facing you, but you can start facing the front of your mat if you like. And we're just going to get beginning on our knees. So like I said, if you have discomfort in your ankles or the tops of your feet, you can always bring the blanket underneath your shins or just underneath your feet, and whatever you prefer. So bringing the hands to your thighs and beginning by closing the eyes. So just bringing some awareness to the breath. Watch its natural pace to begin with, in and out, through the mind, or through the nose, sorry. And in your mind, just starting to notice, maybe the head is running with thoughts of your to-do list for the day. Trying to bring it back to your breath. So watch the movement of your breath in and out of your body. Listen to its sound and allow the mind to slow down as you start to focus in to your breath and to your body. So in yoga, or in this class anyway, we'll be breathing in and out through the nose. So continuing that deep breath, trying to fill your lungs. Notice or scan the body to anywhere that you're feeling extra tension or tightness. And just starting little by little to let that go. You might start to feel uncomfortable in this seated position. If you want, you can always come to a cross-legged position. So from here you can open the eyes if you like. We're just going to start by opening up the hands a little bit. So I'd like you to start by flexing your right baby finger back and then moving on to the ring finger, the middle finger, index finger, and then thumb. And then moving on to the other side, stretching the right finger back, ring finger, middle finger, index, and thumb. Once again, opposite hand, right hand. You don't have to move really fast, really feeling into that stretch all the way down through your forearms. You might not ever have thought that you had tight muscles in your hands or your forearms, but I'm sure you're feeling this quite deeply in the arms and the wrists. Okay, just shaking that out a little bit. We're going to move a little bit with our breath, so I'd like you to bring your right hand out wide, and you're going to float the left arm up and over the ear. Try not to bring the arm past the face, bringing it over the ears, space across the chest, shoulders away from the ears, and then coming all the way to the opposite side. As you exhale, you'll stretch over to the left. Inhale back through center, exhale, stretching to the right. So continuing this movement with your breath, really feeling that stretch through your side body from fingertips to hips, rooting down as you stretch to the right, rooting down through your left hip, and the same on the opposite side as you stretch to the left, feeling the right hip root down. So continuing for 5, 4, 3, 2. This time we're all going to finish on with your left hand to the mat and the right arm up and over the ear. And I'd like you to bring the hand behind the head and lean back into that elbow. So you're finding extra space across the chest. Look up, lean back, find that side body stretch. Hold for 3, soften your shoulders away from the ears. Root down through your right sit bone for 2, 1, and float it all the way up. Release, opposite side. Hand to the mat, arm over the ear, and then bring the left hand behind the head. Lean back through that left elbow and find that side body stretch as you lean back and lift up through the elbow for 3. Shoulders away from the ears, don't collapse into that hand on the mat for 2. And 1. Slowly, we're going to bring our arms into a T shape. Okay, out wide, and just start to circle your shoulders. Forward and then back. arms all the way up overhead. You're going to interlace your fingers, stretch up through the hands. Inhale, I'd like you to lift your gaze, lift your chest slightly. And as you exhale, you're going to round it forward. Now flip your knuckles to face away from you and round through your upper back. Same thing again, flip the palms toward the ceiling. Inhale, lift the gaze, lean back slightly through the arms. Exhale, rounding through the back, knuckles away from you. Stretch between your shoulders. One last time, inhale, lift it up. And exhale, pressing the hands away as you round through your upper back and pull your belly in. Release. Okay, so from here we're going to find our way into a tabletop position. So I'm going to now face the front of my mat, and I'm going to stack my hands underneath my shoulders, knees underneath my hips. We're going to make circles with our rib cage. So moving through, similar to cat-cow, you're going to circle just the rib cage, and the rest of the body should move into this circular motion. So as the rib cage lifts up, your tailbone will drop, and as your rib cage circles down, your tailbone will lift. Starting to reverse the direction of the circle, opposite way. This should feel really nice as we begin to wake up the entire body. Breathing deeply, and pausing at center. Okay, so from here we're going to find our way into down dog. Walk your hands a few inches toward the front of the mat, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up and back. So for your first down dog, especially since it's first thing in the morning, you might need a really deep bend in your knees. You can even drop to a puppy pose as well by dropping your knees and forehead to the mat. Okay, so either or, it's up to you. We're just going to bring a little bit of movement and start pedaling out the knees, bending into one knee and then the other. And then we're going to look forward. I'd like you to step the right foot between your hands. If you can't get it to the front of the mat, use the right hand to bring it all the way forward. Drop the left knee. Inhale, stretch your chest forward. Exhale, you're going to slide your hips back. Half splits. So if this is too much, you can always bring blocks underneath the hands here. Inhale, we'll slide it forward. Low lunge. Exhale, slide your hips back and slightly fold with length through your spine. We're not rounding through the lower back. Again, inhale, come forward, lift the chest, press your hips forward, exhale, and fold. Really nice. Next, inhale, come forward into that lunge. You can remove the blocks if you have them, and tuck the left toe, lift the knee, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, we'll come to a flat back, hands can come to shins, feet either hip width or together. Exhale, fold it forward. We're going to roll like a rag doll. So bend deeply into your knees, allow the arms to hang heavy, and roll all the way up. Really nice. So from here, I'm going to face you. We're going to bring the right hand behind your back and hug it towards the left elbow. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like behind. Okay, so your feet can be hip width distance again, and we're going to soften the left ear toward the left shoulder. Breathing here for 5, a little bend in your knees for 4, 3, 2, 1. Really nice. Bring your head back to center, release the right arm. And from here, I'm going to demonstrate for you, you're going to slide the right hand down, or the left hand, sorry, down the thigh, and stretch your right arm up and over the ear. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way back up, and we'll move through Vinyasa. So at the front of your mat, inhale, you'll float the arms all the way up. Lift the gaze, exhale, maybe a soft bend in your knees as you fold forward. Inhale to a flat back, lengthen. Exhale, you're going to step both feet back into your plank position. So from here, we're going to inhale, and as you exhale, drop your knees, chest and chin. So keep the bum lifted, 8 points to the mat. Feet, knees, hands, chest and chin. Lift to your cobra, slide it through, point your toes, lift the heart, inhale, strong legs. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes and lift it up and back. We'll do that on the left. Step the left foot forward. Remember, you can use the hand to bring it through. Drop the right knee. You can use blocks underneath the hands like I demonstrated before. Inhale here. Exhale, slide it back, folding with a straight back. Again, inhale, stretch it forward. Exhale, slide it back. One more time. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, stretch it back, engaging your left thigh, lifting the left kneecap. Slide it forward, tuck the toe, lift the right knee and step to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. You can slide the hands up to the shins or finger pads to mat. Exhale, fold it forward. Bend in your knees. Allow the upper body to hang like a rag doll and roll all the way up. Really nice. Head, neck, and shoulders coming up last. This time, you're going to bring the left arm behind you and hook it toward the right elbow. Feet hip width. And you're going to allow the ear to fold toward your right shoulder. So I'm not mirroring you, so don't copy me right now. Just listen to my cues. So left hand to right elbow and right ear toward right shoulder. Really nice. So from there, you're going to release and you'll slide the right hand down the thigh, left arm up and over the ear. Hold for 3, engage your belly, drop your tailbone. 2, 1, bring it all the way back up. Straight through a flow. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, swan dive it forward, maybe a little bend in your knees. Inhale to a flat back, lengthen out of the waist. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back into plank. Inhaling in your plank, exhale, knees, chest and chin. So keep the bum lifted, chest and chin between your hands. Slide it through into your cobra. This time bring your finger pads as wide as your mat. Okay, or wider than your mat. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra. Exhale, release all the way back down. Twice more like that. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, use your upper back. Drop your tailbone down. Exhale, release. Engage your legs as you inhale last time. Lift the heart and slowly let it go all the way down. Hands underneath the shoulders, come to the knees. From here, we're going to come into a little shoulder stretch. So we're going to lift the right arm all the way up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, bring the arm underneath. So thread it underneath. Bring the back of the right shoulder and the right ear to the mat. Now from here, we're going to stretch the left arm all the way up toward this side. You can either hold it here, or you can bring the arm behind the back and hook it toward your right thigh. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, right hand in line with right shoulder for 2, the palm faces up on the right hand for 1, release the left arm all the way down to the mat, press it into the mat, and come back to your tabletop. Opposite. So from here, we're going to come to the opposite side, left arm stretches up, inhale, exhale, thread the arms underneath the torso, and from here you can either stretch the right arm up toward the sky, or you can bring it behind the back, hook it toward the left hip. Hold for 5, your hips are stacked over your knees for 4, weight in the back of the left shoulder for 3, breathe deeply into your belly, into your lower back for 2, roll the right shoulder back for 1, and slowly bring the right hand down to the mat, press into the hand, and come all the way back up to your tabletop position. From here, downward facing dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips. From here, step the right foot forward, warrior 1, you're going to ground the back heel, lift your arms up overhead. So back heel grounded, feet in line with your hips, roll the right hip back as you hug the left hip forward, drop your tailbone. Circle the arms behind the back, interlace your fingers, stretch back through the arms, and then fold it forward. Bring the right shoulder toward the right knee. Make sure your right knee is over your right ankle, and you can just drop the head on the inside of the shin. Hold for 5, lift the arms up and over. This is too much for your wrist or elbows. Holding onto a strap with both hands for 3, 2, round through the back, 1, and come all the way up. Float the arms overhead. Inhale, press down through the feet. Exhale, hands to mat. Downward dog, step it back. Opposite side, step the left foot between your hands, grounding the back heel. Inhale, arms overhead, left knee over left ankle, right foot at about a 30-degree angle. Ground through the outer edge of your right foot. Circle the arms behind the back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, exhale, fold. Lift your arms all the way up and overhead. Allow the head to hang heavy. For 5, breathe. For 4, left knee over left ankle. 3, strong back leg. For 2, round through the back. 1, and lift it up. Strong legs, arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, hands to mat. Step it back into your downward facing dog. Really nice, drop your knees to the mat. We're going to come to seated. Bring your feet out to one side and swing the legs all the way out in front. Okay. So after building a little bit of heat there, we're going to slow things down. So bringing your legs stretched out in front. If you need a bend in your knees, you can do that if you're rounding through the lower back. Okay, so we don't want to be folding from our waist. We want to be folding from our hip creases. So also you can sit on a blanket or a block, which will help to find that length through your lower back. Inhale, stretch your arms all the way up. Exhale, hinge and fold it forward. So your hands will either come to shins. It's okay if they even come to your thighs. I just want you to keep that length through the back rather than rounding, okay? So keep thinking of stretching up. And then exhale, sliding the hands a little bit further down. Inhale, stretch it up. Feel free to close the eyes. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. 3 more times. Inhale to lift your heart, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold. Stretch your heart forward toward your feet. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. And lift the heart, slide the hands all the way up the shins. Really nice, okay. So from here, we're going to come down onto our back. I'd like you to bring your bum forward. Keep the soles of your feet to the mat, hip width distance, knees are bent. Stretch your arms forward, inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, roll it all the way down. I'm going to just grab my block, bring it with me. Come all the way down onto your back, really nice. So from here, we're going to bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Now, we're going to come into a bridge pose just to stretch out the front of our body. You're going to bring a block maybe between your thighs to activate your inner thighs, okay? So first thing in the morning, we need all the help we can get. The feet are hip width. Heels are nice and close in toward your bum. You might even be able to tickle them. Bring the palms by the side of your body. Tuck your tailbone and inhale, lift your hips up, squeeze into the block. Reach your tailbone towards your knees. Perhaps you'd like to interlock your fingers underneath the back, bringing the shoulders underneath the torso. For 5, breathe. Press down through all 4 corners of your feet. Do not allow the knees to collapse out or wait to fall into the pinky toe man side of your feet. For 3, lift the hips, squeeze into the block. For 2, 1, release the arms, roll down through the spine. Feel free to lift your heels if you're finding it hard to release from upper to middle to lower back. Okay, remove your block. Really nice. So from here, we're going to bring our knees in toward our chest. Coming into a happy baby, reach your arms at the inside of your knees and grab your feet. So flexing the feet toward the sky. You can also hold at your shins or your ankles here if you're finding it difficult to reach the feet. Press the lower back down into the mat hole. For 5, soften the shoulders down to the mat. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring the feet to the mat. Bring the right ankle over the left thigh and flex the right foot. Now you can stay here, or if you want, you can interlace the fingers behind the left thigh, threading the right arm between your thighs. Or if you want it deeper, you can interlock the fingers to the front of the shin. Listen to your body. Remember, it's first thing in the morning. We're trying to take this slow. Wake up the body gradually. Breathe for 5. If the shoulders are really tense, take it back a notch. For 4, 3, that right foot is deeply flexed, so you're feeling this external rotation in the hip, not the knee. 2, 1, release. Okay. From here, I'd like you to slide the right leg over the left. So you're crossing, like you're sitting cross-legged, and just allow your knees to fall to the left. Maybe scoot your hips to the right. A T-shape with the arms and allow heaviness. Soften into the entire body, perhaps close the eyes. Breathe deeply into the chest, into your outer right hip. And bring it back to center. Unravel the legs, scoot your hips back to center. Left ankle on top of right thigh, flex the foot, let that left knee move away from you, and interlace the fingers maybe behind the thigh or to the front of the shin. So this side might feel very different. For example, I have an injury in my left hip, so I'm going to stay with my hands interlaced behind the thigh. So sometimes I even don't interlace the fingers and I leave the foot to the mat. Okay, just depending on how my hip is feeling. Breathe for 5, 4, soften your shoulders, 3, 2, 1. Release the foot to the mat, slide the left thigh over the right, and just shift your hips to the left as you drop your knees to the right. T-shape with the arms, look to the left, and breathe. Allow the mind to be fully focused internally or on the space on your mat. And bring it back to center. Scoot your hips back to center and release the legs. Okay, so from here, we're going to come into a Savasana. I'd like you to extend your legs. Now we have our blanket here, so if you'd like to bring the blanket over your body, it can be a really nice way, although if you're heading off to work soon, you might not want to get too cozy. Okay, so whatever suits you and your day. Bring the ankles as wide as your mat, bring the arms by the side of your body, and begin to let go. Close the eyes, allow the breath to return to its natural pace. And remember, the only moment you are truly alive is now. So avoid allowing your thoughts to bring you to the day ahead or to your to-do list. Allow your breath to keep you focused on this moment. You can press pause and stay here for as long as you like. And then when you're ready, you can press play and come back to join me seating on the mat. So I'm going to roll over to the right, bring my left hand to the mat, and come all the way up to seated. Okay, so coming to a comfortable seat, you can sit cross-legged or on your shins like we started at the beginning of class. You can sit on a block or your blanket, sitting up nice and tall, bring your hands to your knees. Closing the eyes, take a nice deep inhale. Through the nose, exhale, open the mouth, and just let it all go. Tune into the effects of your practice, and thank yourself for coming to your mat this morning. Listen to the sound of your breath. And I will close with a quote. As you think, so you shall become. Okay, so that's our morning flow today. I love practicing yoga in the morning, so I'll definitely be doing more of these. Let me know if you prefer more of a stretch in the morning, if you like to build heat in the morning, if it's a morning workout you're looking for, or maybe something more restorative. So do let me know, and please subscribe and share if you liked the video. I'll be posting again next Friday, and I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you have a fantastic day after your yoga class this morning. Well done, and namaste. Thanks so much.